Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Travel Life Mama. Today I'm going to take you through the excursion that we did on our ABC cruise with Holland America in Bonaire. This is the glass bottom boat tour. So let's talk about it. Let me give you a breakdown of what I thought of this excursion and do I think it's worth it. So we were on a Holland America cruise on the Eurodam. Cruise left on December 6th and we had 5 ports on this cruise. We went to Half Moon Cay. I'll be doing a review of Half Moon Cay in another video. Cabo Rojo, if you haven't seen my Cabo Rojo video, go check that out. That is a brand new cruise port. We were only the 5th ship to come to this port, and I do a very detailed review of everything that port has to offer, so make sure you check out that video. Then we hit the ABC Islands. So first we did Curacao. If you haven't seen my review on Curacao or the turtle snorkeling excursion we did, go check out those videos. And then we did Bonaire, which is where we did this glass bottom tour. And after Bonaire, we went to Aruba before heading back to Fort Lauderdale. So in Bonaire, we were looking for a cheap excursion to do, because we had a very water heavy cruise. Cabo Rojo was a lot of pool. Half Moon Cay, obviously probably the prettiest beach around, was a lot of beach. Curacao, we were a lot of travel and a lot of beach time. In Aruba, we were planning to be in the water with a snorkeling excursion as well. So in Bonaire, my husband and I decided that we just wanted to maybe be out of the water, but still enjoy some of the beauties in the water without having to get in the water ourselves. So we decided to use the last bit of our shore excursion credit that we had left in our Have It All package and purchase this glass bottom boat tour. When we got to Bonaire, we were supposed to meet just outside of the ship at a certain time. We had a little bit of time between getting off the ship and when our meet time is, so we just decided to walk around in some of the shops and stuff in Bonaire. You know us, we always get a magnet for every port that we go to. So when we went and we got our magnet, because we had lots of time in Bonaire. We didn't leave Bonaire until I think it was like 8:30, 9:30 at night. So we had a very long day in Bonaire. So we weren't really in a rush to do anything. Anyways, our excursion left at 10:45, I believe. So the convenient thing about this excursion is we didn't have to go anywhere to get on the boat. The boat met us right actually off of the pier where the ship was. So there was no long travel time to get anywhere, which was great. We all lined up waiting for our turn to board the boat, and they just scanned our passes that were on our Navigator app. And that's pretty much as simple as it can get. So we all got on the boat. It is going to be tight quarters. So if you don't like, you like your personal space and you don't like touching other people, then maybe not for you, because the boat is small. We're crammed in there. It was a small group, so it wasn't too bad. And there is a lot of hunching over in this excursion because you're trying to look down on the glass bottom of the boat. So if you have back issues, maybe not the excursion for you, but it was a little bit uncomfortable, and I'll let you know if it was worth it. We met our guide, or our boat captain, and he had a great accent. He said he was originally from the Netherlands, I believe, and then he vacationed here in Bonaire for a little bit. He was only supposed to come here for a couple of weeks, and then he called his boss and said, "I'm never coming back," and he's been on Bonaire ever since. He told us a whole bunch of cool things about the island and just what the vibe is like and what the lifestyle is like, and honestly, I could see myself maybe not living in Bonaire, but definitely having a second home in Bonaire. Bonaire is definitely a place that I would like to come back to and explore a little more, probably the most out of the ABC Islands that we visited. So the first part of the boat tour was pretty uneventful because there really wasn't much to see in the marina, except some people did see a turtle. So I didn't get to see the turtle, but other people on the excursion did notice a turtle that was swimming around the marina. And we actually did get to see this guy swimming around near the ship later on. I think I have some video here of him popping around in the pier area. So he just seemed to hang around the ship for the whole day. So it was about a 20-minute boat ride out to Klein Bonaire, which is where we were going to concentrate most of our time because this is where the beautiful reefs are. Now, Klein Bonaire is a island just off of the coast of Bonaire. There is a taxi that you can catch not far outside of the cruise port to get you over to Klein Bonaire. Just know if you do go to Klein Bonaire, there are no facilities here at all. There's no restrooms, there's no food, there's nowhere to get a drink, there is nothing. So if you do take the taxi over to Klein Bonaire, make sure you bring your own provisions because there's nothing here. But again, because there's nothing there and it's so undeveloped, this is where all the beautiful coral reef is. So as you can see, I was a little bit worried with the glass bottom tour that we wouldn't be able to see anything from the boat, but was I absolutely wrong about that? You could see so much from the bottom of this boat. It was like there was nothing there. It was like there was not a piece of glass. You were just looking straight down and there was nothing in between you and the water, and we were able to see everything. We could see all the different corals, we could see all the different fish swimming around, and our boat captain was so knowledgeable about all the marine life that was in this area and all the fish. Anytime that something would swim by, he'd be like, oh, and that's this kind of fish, and that's this kind of fish, and this is what they eat, and this is what they do. And I don't know how he remembers all of that. He was just so full of knowledge. It was a great informational tour. You can see we saw lots of fish. There were parrotfish. We saw a lionfish. I think I got that in a clip. There was lots of fish that I don't even remember the name of. But my favorite part, besides seeing the fish, was seeing all this beautiful coral. I've been snorkeling in lots of cruise ports, obviously, that I've been to, but I think Bonaire, here is the most beautiful reef I've seen so far in my travels out of all the cruise ports I've been to. Seeing all the tube coral, and I think it's called the brain coral. It literally looks like a brain. There was just so many different types of coral that I didn't even know existed. There was fire coral. It was just so beautiful to see this healthy coral reef here, because Bonaire has a lot of rules situated in their island that is keeping their island natural and protecting these reefs. So that's why out of the ABCs, Bonaire is probably the best place for the snorkeling, because their reefs are still so healthy. Anyway, so you can see some in this video, all the things that we were able to see. I'm gonna let you enjoy some video of the views that we saw in this glass bottom boat excursion.
Yellowtails. Yellowtail snappers most of the time. White snapper. The big eyes is a white snapper. The yellow face is a French grunt. Sometimes we see tubes or pipes, tube sponges. They are the kidneys of the ocean. The water goes in and gets filled out to chase it away. So if you see a small fish hunting a big fish, damsel fish. Again, princess. Yeah, it's not a straight line, so all the time we go deeper, more shallow, and the entrance is maybe 20 feet now, or 30 feet. So over here it's already... Yeah, you see that parrotfish and the white snapper, and the small black fish is chasing away. And this small blue fish is a blue grummus. And a lot of people in the US want to have the blue grummus in a fish tank because it's reflecting blue. If you put a light above it, it's almost giving light at fish.
I know it. He said he came up for 6 days and he's been there for 36 years.
Yeah, it's Alaska's a little bit bigger up north, but over here I love it. It's if you can use the island life because it's a small island.
Well, they do a lot of stuff up there to keep the ecosystem good too.
Yeah, there's nice beach also. Yeah. Yes.
We didn't see one Walmart the whole time.
Same over here, you don't see no McDonald's, no Starbucks.
No, I went to Costco when we were in this. I'm not gonna lie.
You see the brain and the structure of the brain, that's a brain coral. Black towel coral, the coral you see on the bottom, the black is black towel coral, completely healthy. Coral that's not healthy turns always white.
So we spent a good amount of time touring the reef, and we actually saw the submarine tour came by. He told us that he used to work on these sub tours and he doesn't recommend them because the views outside of the sub, even in the bottom of the sub, are not good. And like you only get like one little, I forget what he said, you only get like one little small view. Like it's not good. He's probably biased, But he said the glass bottom boat tour, you will definitely see more than you would if you took the submarine tour. So just a note, whether that's true or not, or I'm not sure, but just something to note if you're trying to decide which excursion to do. So after Klein Bonaire, he took us for a tour of the Marina. So here we got to see some iguana. You can see the iguana sitting on the edge of the water there, and obviously the beautiful yachts that are in here. And I wish I had caught this on camera, but I was the only one that actually saw an eagle ray. So it's like a spotted ray in the water, and I'm so happy I got to see that because I wanted to see a ray so bad, and I got to see him, but I wish I got him on camera, but I didn't. I wish I did. I definitely need to get some better filming equipment when I'm on these excursions, especially for when I'm in the water. I definitely need to invest in a GoPro. Little outside of my budget, but maybe someday I'll have a GoPro. Anyways, so you can definitely see there was fish swimming around in the marina area too, and he got to show us the lighthouse, which was really cool to see. And it's just such a pretty island, Bonaire. And you can see on Klein Bonaire there was tons of cactus, just like on Curacao. I didn't expect to see so many cactus, like saguaros and stuff like that. It was really nice to see. It made me feel like I was back in Arizona. Anyway, so after the marina, then it was a quick boat ride back to our boat, and you can see we got a good view of our boat coming into, not a boat, it's a ship. I always say boat, it's a ship. Anyways, we could have a good view of our ship coming back. So what was my overall thoughts of the glass bottom boat tour of Bonaire, and do I think it was worth it? Absolutely, it was worth it. I think this excursion cost like $54, I think. That's about it. So we were just looking for a cheap excursion that we could use up the remainder of our shore excursion credit that we had from our Have It All package. And I think this actually turned out to be my husband's favorite excursion, I think he said. I mean, mine is still probably the turtles, because I mean, come on, swimming with turtles, how can you beat that? But yeah, this tour is more than worth the money. Highly recommend. If you're in Bonaire and you don't want to get in the water yourself, you're not a good snorkeler, you're not a scuba diver, but you still want to see the coral reef and you still want to see all the fish and you want to learn as you go, highly recommend the glass bottom boat tour. You will not be disappointed. So I hope you enjoyed this quick review of my excursion in Bonaire. Like I said, I like to do these shore excursion reviews because I like to make sure you guys are informed before making a decision when you're purchasing your shore excursions. And as a vacation consultant, I make sure all of my clients have all the information they possibly could have when they're booking their cruise vacations. So if you would like to book a cruise vacation with me, just check out my website. All of my links are in my bio. You can contact me and we can plan your next cruise adventure. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be my review on my catamaran snorkeling tour in Aruba. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.